had an amazing experience. My woman in the arts professor, Helen, actually pulled some strings and got a curator of the Uffizi to show our women in the arts class around the Vasari Corridor. And if no one knows what that is, it's a corridor that the Medici family had built, and it's like full of self-portraits by famous artists, not just from Italy but from all over the world. And they don't really like let the public see it, or at least I know it's not open to the public right now. So we just felt like really privileged. And the corridor is actually around like a kilometer long, and it has hundreds of paintings in there. And we just went down the entire thing and looking specifically at the few women artists, because I think the curator said that out of the thousands of self-portraits they have from artists, about only 100 are female artists. And so 100 sounds like a big number, but not out of the thousand. Sadly, some of the artists, the female artists, like, stuff was unknown about them because they ended up dying young from childbirth, like almost everybody in the class we talk about. The corridor actually goes over the Ponte Vecchio, aka like when people are on the Ponte Vecchio, you know, the bridge with the stores on it. They're down on the bridge, and we were up, like above, looking down at them, but they didn't know we were looking down at them. And it's like really rare to be able to go in that corridor, so I just felt so privileged, like, oh my gosh, look at us, we're so posh. That was an awesome experience. I got to see Rembrandt's self-portrait. Unfortunately, Artemisa Gentileschi's portrait isn't in there. I think hers is in like Rome or something, but that would have been like the highlight of it if hers had been there. Another thing, towards the end of the corridor, the more like modern the artists started becoming, and I think the curator said that she had an exhibit a few years ago, highlighting 20 artists, current artists, and so I was like, okay, we're getting to the end, and I was like, hopefully we can start seeing some black artists or some Asian artists, or, you know, some black female artists or any ethnic artists. I would have been happy to see, because as amazing as all those portraits were, walking down or like passing by about 300 portraits of Europeans is kind of like, okay, yes, these are lovely, but it's like, where's the color? It's like you just walk past 300 artists who are supposed to be like incredible, and their self-portraits, and none of them look like you, or none of them are any sort of minority. And then on one hand it's kind of daunting, and then on the other hand it's like, okay, so I already knew I had to tread my own path, because realistically, name a well-known black female artist on the top of your head. And don't worry, I'll wait, because I can't even name one off of the top of my head, one that's well-known, one that everybody, that's kind of like a household name. There are none. I mean, we have Frida Kahlo, who is Mexican, and that's about the closest it gets. So I knew, like, even when I declared art major, that I was basically treading my own path, and I was basically like climbing this big old wall that's basically never been climbed before. Like, I know there's a lot of current African American female artists right now, but none that are well known, even like well known in the art community. So yeah, I guess I gotta do that for some little girl walking down the hallway 200 years from now, and getting to the end of the hallway and just starting to get upset a little bit, and then looks over and sees a self-portrait of me. So I guess that's what I have to aim for now, getting my portrait in that freaking corridor. Oh, not to mention, in the Uffizi there are so many stairs. Oh my god. Like the curator lady, by the way, this curator lady is supposed to be like really high up in the Uffizi, so I just felt really honored to meet her. She was really nice. Anyway, we first came in the building, she got in the elevator, and she was like, oh, yeah, you guys go up the stairs, and she got in the elevator. And I was just like, okay, maybe her like leg is hurting or something, so she came up the stairs. Oh, I know why she went up that elevator, because those stairs, it was so many. And this, I'm used to stairs here. Like, it was so many stairs. I should have counted them. Like, seriously, it was at least sets of 30. Like, at least like 6 or 7 sets of 30 stairs. It was steep stairs. It was, let's not talk about the Uffizi stairs. Last Friday, I went to Mantua, and if you recognize the name, it's probably from Romeo and Juliet, aka the place where Romeo got exiled to. So I went there with the same class, Women in Arts, and I wasn't really excited because I didn't know anything about Mantua, and I looked it up on Wikipedia and it didn't look all that exciting. So I was just like, okay, let me just go on this trip because I have to. And I ended up really liking the city. It's the perfect size. Like, it's not crowded, and it's clean, and it's just beautiful. It's like, yeah, it's when I pictured Italy, that's kind of how I pictured, Mantua is kind of how I pictured. So if you come to Italy, do not skip over Mantua just because the name is where Romeo got exiled to. Go to it. You will enjoy it. They have some pretty cool things there. My classes are starting to like build up in what is expected of me in there. Now, that didn't make any sense at all. I'm sorry. My classes are starting to build up the workload, and they're all doing it at the same time. It was just kind of like chill. Okay, now everybody, produce a whole bunch of stuff, and it's like, skirt, hold on, you didn't warn me, okay? Like, I know midterms is in like 2 weeks, but slow your roll, okay? Slow your roll. That's basically what has been going on in my life. As always, I encourage anyone who happens to be watching these videos, even though I don't think that many people watch these videos at this point, but I encourage anyone who is watching these videos to apply for the Benjamin Gilman Scholarship. It will be a lifesaver. And yeah, stick to it and make sure you apply for that scholarship, because it's one of the best things that I've ever received, and this experience is one of the best that I've ever had. I feel like I've grown so much in just a month. Oh wow, I've been here longer than a month. A month and 12 days that I've been here. It's going by so fast. It's so sad. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ciao. You're a DP.
Take a picture.
I was just doing a video.
Oh, you're